Hello, hello, hello. I apologize for being 5 minutes late. I started the playlist without clicking start streaming on accident and didn't notice until 7:04. Whoops. Whoops again. Okay, and I also did not mute my phone. This is such an incredible night. I am really just fucking everything up. Hello, everyone. How's it going? I hope y'all are having a good evening, and I hope, if not, that I can make your evening better. That is still not muting my phone. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, we can play the game now. Cool. Okay. So when last we were here, we just got... Well, first off, I discovered that the Wii actually has Rumble, which I didn't know because I've had it turned off for like 20 years. Exactly 20 years because we got it in 2007. Oh dear God. And I got the space jump boots. We have also learned that 100%ing the game and getting the secret cutscenes does not actually require the scans. So I can rest easy if I miss any. We'll still get the cutscenes. And honestly, in this game, the scans are going to be a lot harder to track because I can't see how many I'm missing. I can only see a percentage. And that's not nearly as helpful because I can't immediately see what I'm missing. I have to actually, like, do math to figure it out. And my leg is blocking the Wiimote, I guess. Let's see here. Need to find another portal. So we need to meander around here a little bit. See if there's another portal we can take. It looks like there's a path here that we haven't gone down. There's probably a portal over here. So let's try that. It is directly across from where I'm standing. What's up with the Wiimote? I wasn't having these issues the first day I was streaming this month. I don't know why I'm just having issues all of a sudden. When I streamed Prime 1 last Monday, everything was fine. And now that I'm actually into a different game, it's like everything all at once is fucking up. And I don't know what the deal is. Alright. We need to go through a portal there, but we also need the Sonic visor. Or whatever it's called, and we don't have that yet. Spoiler alert for anyone who didn't want to know. Echo visor. Same difference. I meant Sonic as in, like, sound. That's what he's named after. He's named after the speed of sound. Sonic speed. Alright, so the question is, can I actually get over there right now? Yes, I believe we can. So I think we should be able to jump on this stuff now. Alright, what is going on with this thing? I'm gonna put it back where it was before and see if that fixes it. And the Echo visor is named after okay. Jesus, fine. Alright, I was wrong. Holy shit. Okay. New lore. That's neat. I get it. It's not Sonic through speed of sound is echolocation. Okay. I'm dumb. We know. Thank you. Bonk. Don't tell me that fucking fixed the problem. Oh, are the pirate labs around here? If there is, there's some scans I actually want to be reading from these guys. Boy, oh boy, more Phazon. Was the problem anyway reflective surfaces? Well, something is occasionally blocking the Wiimote's infrared. So around this part of the screen, and this part of the screen, the Wiimote would just lose focus. And I'm not sure what was causing it because there shouldn't really be anything blocking the sensor or the Wiimote. So I moved my speaker back, and that seemed to make it worse. And I pulled the sensor bar further forward, and that also didn't help. So now the speaker is still pushed back, but now the sensor bar is pushed back to where it was originally, and now I don't have the problem anymore. Well, kind of. If I go a little too quickly, it does freak out. Sam is just like, oh boy, here I go killing again. I don't know, I think she enjoys it. I think she's a freak. She is ready to kill. I'll scan it after these dipshits are done. Like, that's the thing. There are multiple Metroid games where she shoots first. Or is readying an attack already. Oh my god, these guys are leading their shots. Can I please get ammo? Assume there's any ammo around here. Neat. Well, that's some ammo. Alright, well, I seem to have fixed the problem by reverting back to the original spacing of everything, which is weird, but, you know. I don't know, man. I just don't know. That is telling me the speaker was the problem, though, originally. Why is there a sphincter under the walkway? Oh, you're going into a portal. Ow. Give me that. So, something to note, guys, when we're going through to 100% the game and collecting all the little collectibles that I missed, we're gonna have to be a little more thorough because I don't know this game as well as Prime 1, so I'm not necessarily going to remember things as clearly. Alright, a lot of things to scan.
Recording to logbook. Recording. Recording. Recording.
Mission 12 relieved after showing symptoms of Phazon fever, in which he claimed the Phazon as his own and held us at gunpoint until security arrived. We're weary of standing watch on a wasteland. The cursed Marines are weak and vulnerable. Why do we not attack? They owe us a fate debt for the attack on our supply ship. Instead of settling accounts, we sit around in the sandpit like a group of timid old spinsters. It's time for action. The order to mass breed Metroids is insane. We have no space to store them. Perhaps when Command is sharing a bunk with hungry Metroid infants, they will rethink this unwise order.
Recording to logbook. Data received. Recording to logbook. Data received.
If that's a weapon, it's probably the Dark Beam.
Lizard.
That was man. Alright, there's a specific set of scans that I'm looking for, and I don't remember if they're lore or not. I seem to remember they're not, lore. But it's just describing the, space pirates trying to replicate Samus's technology and not doing a good job of it. Hello. The hunter has hacked our datanet. All of our secrets are now hers. She cannot be allowed to escape. The Dark Hunter has breached the Metroid production facility. Protect Phazon's supply at all costs. Death to the Dark Hunter. Glory to the space pirates. Oh, I thought I could hit the door from there. It would have been really cool if you could. Ah, just wanted to see if I could. Kind of figured you got it. It's her. So Chad, I finished Yakuza Gaiden today. Hence the stream title for tonight. It was a bit of a gut punch of an ending. Ugly cry to any? I did not ugly cry. I did tear up though, and it was a very, very emotional ending. Katie ugly cried though. Only got to see the context of that GIF. Alright, Blast Shield's open, so we can go over there now. Now, I'm going to be starting Lost Judgment either later in the month or next month, depending on when I'm able to get the game. I don't know when I'm going to get it yet. Or Metroid. It's not a normal scan though, so it doesn't look like I can fight it. Still trying to get to an ending on Shin Megami Tensei 5 creation route.
Recording to logbook.
It's a Talon Metroid. That's fucked up. Metroid's subject is suffering from food poisoning and has ingested several pet treats and space pirate rations. These do not agree with its digestive system. Metroids are not pets. Metroids are not for target practice. Finally, unauthorized feeding of Metroids is still strictly prohibited. Yeah, I was reading chat. Excuse me. Give me a moment. I'll be with you shortly. Ah, we got to rotate. Scan a little faster, please. Explode. Nitrogen Omega got 1.0. I don't know what that is. Units 013 and 043 have been placed on low rations after being caught configuring the power storage racks for amusement purposes. Agility training is to occur only in sanctioned training areas. Training report. Science team believes the Metroids can be trained. After several cycles of trying, I believe science team has vapor for brains. I've lost 2 assistants to the wretched little things. These are the scans I was looking for. Security report. The Dark Hunter was spotted near the Metroid tanks. She attempted to breach the containment racks without success, then escaped. Perhaps she is behind the recent Metroid theft. Theft report. 3 Metroids have been stolen. All on-duty units have been questioned. Whereabouts of Metroids unknown. Doubling security in Metroid areas until further notice. Injury report. Unit 686 released a Metroid for target practice today. The Metroid then assaulted 686. He should be regaining brain functions in a cycle. Termination report. Metroid Unit 318 was put down today after a failed domestication session. Metroid Unit refused commands and terminated one of its handlers before it was subdued. What's in the game? Mainly RPG mech game with customized anime-looking characters. I see. Production report. Metroids. Mass breeding of Metroids underway. We will meet a commands quota within a cycle. Storage remains an issue. Recommend expansion of existing facility before a critical Metroid level is reached. Maintenance report. Energy containment field generators have failed 3 times. I fear for our safety. We're out of spare parts. One more failure and we're finished. So I don't remember what room they're in, but this is some of the scans. about space pirates keeping the Metroids as pets, using them for target practice, and recovering some of their brain functions. But there's another one about them very much struggling to copy Samus's technology without seriously injuring themselves. I'm gonna have a quick flip through the logbook real quick, though, and see if it really is from these, because there's a couple that I want to show. Alright, that's the revelation that there are two Samuses. Two of them. There's two places we can go here. Let's scan the correct thing. Let's scan the correct thing. Energy tank. That will be useful. Excusey. Alright. Now we go in the opposite direction. Middle one does not change. Oh yes, I would like missiles. Ow. Save room.
Recording.
Why did that not? Okay, brimstone is missiles. Portal. Dark Samus. His unpowered entity. Powerful distance attacks. Phazon energy shield repels all weapons. Wait until it is down to attack. Avoid close contact with target. Yeah, it felt like super missile. Lock on, please. Thank you. Got her.
Recording to logbook.
You know, it's really funny that the Metroid Prime series is called that. Well, it's not really a series, it's more like a series of games. Because the only game that actually features the Metroid Prime is the first one. And if you say, okay, well, it's about the Phazon in the universe, and so it's about the Phazon-focused games. But Hunters and Prime 4 don't feature Phazon. Hell, Prime 4 doesn't even feature the Metroids. You see Metroids in the intro with Psylocke, but then you never see him again. Dark Beam.
Recording.
So the Dark Beam uses a modified version of the model for the Ice Beam from Prime 1. Yeah, check it out, we have ammo.
Recording.
But typically, the way the beams work is the Dark Beam is highly effective against beams from Light Aether. The Light Beam is highly effective on beams from Dark Aether, and the Annihilator Beam, which uses both light and dark energy, is effective on both. That's the gist of it. So, at least as far as like killing enemies, we're not going to be using the Dark Beam too much in Dark Aether, because everything resists it. We will, however, be using it to open doors. And as you can see, this is a one-way portal. Rip. That's one of the keys.
Recording to logbook.
Dark Preed, which is one of Puffer's.
Recording to log. Recording.
Alright, sorry, I just wanted to get those scans out of the way. Alright. Now we wait here for a moment. Cool, now we wait forever to heal before I move on. And that is the typical gameplay of, Metroid Prime 2. Until you get the Dark Suit and later the Light Suit, is every time you move around in Dark Aether, you gotta wait until you heal. And there are a few doors out of here, but I can only go through 2 of them. Because I don't have the light beam. Should be good enough. I can't go through that door. Yeah, once you get the light beam, you can supercharge it, which does make it go by a lot faster. So, where am I going exactly? 'Cause there's got to be some way to reach these. There we go. Alright, that's another key. Okay, note to self. Don't do that. I'm gonna hop back down and heal, and then try that again without doing that. Don't spend, please. Thank you. I think we're saving here. I see a black, ing thing floating around. But it doesn't seem to be actively attacking. I also don't know where it is. Okay. I want to get another drink, but I also want to heal. So I guess we're just going to wait until I heal, and then I will get another drink. Dum-da-dum. Alright, we're waiting. We're waiting. We got a bit to go. Still waiting. We're going to be waiting just a wee bit longer. I just want to get another drink, man, but I gotta wait for this to heal before I leave the room because I don't trust that ing thing isn't going to attack me. It hasn't yet. I don't know why it hasn't, but oh no, I don't trust it. Thank you. Hi, Kendra. God, I gotta go back to Silk Songs. I'm not done with Yakuza Gaiden. Is that ours? Yeah, Yakuza Gaiden's ending was a gut punch, and I haven't recovered from it. This is the first... I finished the game, about 6 hours ago, roughly. And prior to starting stream, all I was doing was watching other people play games. Because I didn't want to do anything else. I was just mulling over the ending of Yakuza Gaiden. Because it was emotional. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'll just be a moment. I just need to grab a new drink. I'll explain more when I get back. Alright, I'm back. That took a little bit longer than I was expecting because I was playing with Bandit. He was very happy to see me. No, I think he's always happy to see me. Bandit loves me. I would like to turn the camera. Why does this ambiance sound like Bowser's laughter? Does it? Got him. I don't know what you mean, Kendra. I don't hear it at all. Benzie. Alright, now it's fucking up again, but worse this time. I haven't moved it. What if I sit a little further back? Does that fix it? You happy now, game? Penetrated, you say?
Recording. Recording.
To the point. Penetrated, you say? Alright, into the sphincter we go. Oh, it's a crystal that I'm looking at. Okay. Get in the crystal. May 14th, NSO update, V-Tetris, Jack Brothers, Space Invaders Virtual Collection, Virtual Bowling, and Vertical Force, all coming to the Virtual Boy app. Yay! I wish I could, you know, play them. Fun fact about Jack Brothers, by the way, that is a Shin Megami Tensei spin-off, and was actually the first Shin Megami Tensei game to be localized. We didn't get an actual RPG until Shin Megami Tensei Persona was localized for PS1, and we didn't get an actual Shin Megami Tensei game until Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne released for PS2. So not only did we get Jack Brothers before Persona or Shin Megami Tensei, we got Persona before Shin Megami Tensei. Yep, that is the Jack Brothers. That is Jack Frost. One of 3 locks are offline. I don't know if the people behind SMT are upset about it, but SMT fans sure are. I've only played Persona 5 and not for long enough to form an opinion on it. I did play a couple hours of Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, though. The original remake on 3DS. And I did enjoy what I played of that. I think there's merit for both games. But Persona is way more popular than SMT in the US. And unfortunately, Persona 5 is the only Persona game that's, like, stupidly popular. So, like, according to most Persona fans, the only game that matters is 5. Even though some would probably tell you that 3 and 4 are better, especially 3. Maybe even just 4. Persona 5 also has a little bit of baggage tied to it, because it's one of those games where people act like it's one of the only RPGs that matters and that there's no other good major RPGs. And every few years, we run into this discourse again about big, popular turn-based RPGs. And it always ignores the plethora of games in between those releases that are just as good and just as important that nobody cares about because they didn't get super popular and weren't popular with YouTubers and Twitch streamers. So, like, as far as, like, the general gaming public, the only RPGs that ever matter are Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, Persona 5, and, oh wow, an Annihilator Beam door already. And, Expedition 33. And I'm not saying those games are bad, far from it. They're all very good. Well, probably. I've only really beaten Final Fantasy VII right into the phase on. Just what I wanted. But it's an issue that just keeps happening. Is that there's a big turn-based RPG, be it Japanese or Japanese-inspired, that comes around and gets everybody's attention. Everybody acts like it's the best game in the universe. And then people go, oh, we don't get any turn-based RPGs coming out anymore. And then they just ignore every other game releases until there's another big turn-based RPG. Isn't Persona supposed to be more user-friendly than SMT? I don't know if user-friendly is the right word. It's, more appealing to a younger audience because typically it features teenagers in school, which is a very, very common theme in Japan because a lot of things in Japan are aimed at teenagers. SMT doesn't necessarily carry the school theme to it. I know Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, I don't think school is even mentioned. And in Shin Megami Tensei 3, you're a demon. Not really much of a Final Fantasy person. I tried 14, I'm just like, eh. That's like saying you're not really an Elder Scrolls person because you played Elder Scrolls Online. Final Fantasy is a lot more than just 14. Like, if you want to give Final Fantasy a try, I would not recommend starting with 14, because it's a very different beast from the rest of the series. And I haven't even played 14. If you're going to play the mainline Final Fantasy games, I'd recommend starting with 7, 9, or 12. Or 10. Most people would tell you 10 is one of the best ones. But 7, 9, 10, those are like the three kings of turn-based Final Fantasy. And if you want to go back to the original ones, there's also 4 and 6. And I think 5 is also supposed to be pretty good. Well, all three of those games, I am going the wrong way. All three of those games, 7, 9, and 10 are on Switch. As well as pixel remaster versions of 1 through 6. And a remaster of 8 and 12. The funny thing is, I don't actually think the acting is all that bad. A lot of people point to the Titus laughing scene, but they somehow miss the entire context of that scene. Yeah, like, he's doing that on purpose. He laughs normally immediately after, and everybody cuts that part out. Like, that scene is taken completely out of context. And everybody shits on it like, oh, this is the worst voice acting in Final Fantasy. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Watch the whole cutscene, motherfuckers. Ow.
Recording.
Octopath is hard, just so you know. Fucking shit ass cock motherfucker tit fart. Ow. Okay, don't jump through the phase on Spike. What's wrong with you? I'm gonna be honest, I almost said my real name there. Forgot I was streaming. Oh, gee willikers, I hope I don't slip up one of these days. I would like to get some extra ammo. That would be pretty sweet, actually. Oh, we got the light beam already? Holy shit. I forgot we get the light beam so soon. Oh, goody. Hi, Seika. Oh! My hand just felt weird. I was reaching for something. Please don't do that again. Alright, normal now. How you doing, Seika? Ow. Die. Alright. We have the light beam, which I forgot you get this soon. Stop spinning. Stop spinning. Get out of the water. No, I just hurt my hand. I reached for my can and my hand was just crunched, I guess. I'm a tire. I'm a soup. World. Sorry. I've been thinking about that video lately. Alright, so I can go through here now. I'm a soup. Hey, look, it's an eye.
Recording.
Chad, you like that eye? No soup. We can go through here. Because I never went through here.
Recording.
Darkling tentacles. There's the key. You know what they say, Luigi. All toasters toast toast. You know what? You live this time. Not because it made me laugh, but because it's a good reference. Yeah, how about if I don't? Excuse me, Mr. In, can you fucking die? Good reference to the worst Mario game. True. But, you know... Light beam ammo depleted! Oh, fuck. Yeah. Excuse me. Stopping the fight temporarily for a moment. I need to get some... You guys mind just taking a breather for a moment? Do whatever you guys do when you're not fighting. I don't know, jack off or something. Alright, I'm ready. Die. But I mean, like, it also allows me to break out my really bad Hotel Mario Mario impression. fun voice, not gonna lie. That's cool and all, Kendra, but I don't like Overwatch. And fuck Microsoft. So, yeah. I need ammo. That was also, I think, all the keys. I don't have what I need for that. So, I think we can go. If I stand up here, I can... Stop. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I thought the All Toasters Toast Toast line was from the Mario World cartoon, not Hotel Mario. I need to check something real quick. But I need this, Zeno, the light beam does not actually speed up healing from the light crystals. It is not any faster. It's still 1 HP a second. What am I hearing outside? Full charge shot? I can't do a full charge shot because I don't have enough ammo. I can try to get some. Wait a minute. It is not any different. Nope. 1 HP a second. It is not any different. I thought it did too. Alright, good enough. There was a portal over this way, I believe. Yeah, that's probably our ticket out of here. Placebo effect? I don't think that's really the placebo effect because I can clearly see it's not working. Placebo effect is when you take something that doesn't do anything and you think it's working, so you feel better because you think it's working. If you can clearly see that it's not working and clearly tell that it's not working, it's not the placebo effect. What you might be thinking of is the Mandela effect, which is a shared false memory. Because both Zeno and I remember the same incorrect information. Well, no, it's more like the Mandela effect because we both remembered the wrong, we both remembered something that isn't true. A collective false memory. Oh, ammo restore. Like, we thought it worked faster because we haven't played the game in years. It's not because until today we proved whether or not it works or not. We just remembered wrong. Out of here. All right. There is a save point around here. Looks like there was a room I didn't go into. Get that save point. I want to see what's in here and see if I can get over there. And then I will go through these areas. I don't think I can go through there yet, but we'll see. Alright. What if I didn't? You ever think of that? What if I just didn't? What if we moved on? Moved on without you. Without considering you. There's some very angry Metroids. What? Missile. The missile knows where it is, because it knows where it isn't. And where else I can go? There's that room. Let me check out what's over there. I don't think there's anything I can do over there. I will check regardless. Ow. 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 I'm pointing that thing somewhere else. I have never played GTA Online, but I know there's a whole, like, culture of people who roleplay in GTA Online. I've watched one streamer do that. I think it was Buff Pub. Very fascinating. Side. I don't even think it was modded. I think it was just like normal roleplay. Maybe I can get over there. Is there a way up there? Spider ball track. That would explain it. Okay. Yeah, then we can't go over there yet. Alright, I guess we're done here. We can head back to the other portal room. You know, there was a period in my life where I was briefly playing on Gmod RP servers, but it wasn't for me, so I didn't stick around for very long. There was like one person I friended from my time doing that, and we didn't stay friends for very long. It's like I kind of thought he was a little weird. No offense to him. It's just a different mindset. I don't really do roleplay stuff, so not really my thing. There's been improving vanilla online. It seems now there's now more things to do every day. They expanded on their stupid subscription service to an app on the in-game phone and finally added mansions to the game. Yeah, role-playing has never really been my thing. I mean, like, when I'm playing a game like Skyrim, I'll take my time walking around and pretending like I'm doing things in the context of the game's world. So I'm not like running around, rushing through things, skipping dialogue. I'll let things play out and all that, and like, you know, walk slowly through towns like I'm meandering or looking at stuff. And that's kind of fun.
Recording to logbook.
But I always like flip-flop on whether I'm actually going to do that or not. It's usually I'll do it, and then I'll just wind up playing the game like, you know, fucking gamer. With a capital G, and just like rush through everything. Because I got places to be, you know, got things to do. That's about as far as I go with roleplay these days, just getting absorbed in the world and pretending I'm like part of it or something. I didn't want to scan the fucking crate. There's the temple. You need to be in Dark Aether. That's the right door. No, the right door is below me. Right. You know what? After I finish the Prime trilogy, I might play Hunters, Metroid Prime Hunters off stream. No, wait a minute. I wasn't gonna. That's right. I was gonna wait until I got my 3DS repaired. I got a bunch of DS and 3DS games that I want to play, but I'm just waiting until I get my 3DS repaired so I can actually like properly play them. I could play Hunters on my DS, but my DS has a messed up touchscreen. So there's a certain part of the screen where the touchscreen doesn't work correctly. So that would make a game where you aim with the touchscreen a little difficult to play. Why is touchscreen so hard for me to say? Huh? Why? Why? Alright, so we got a dark door. We got a few doors we could probably go through. Let's go this way since there's a save point. It's the only save point in this part of Dark Aether. Yeah, my online game vice is Warframe. That's the MMO or MMO-like game that I play. I do play old school RuneScape, but I haven't played it in a hot minute because I've been too busy with other games. I've been tempted to play Final Fantasy XIV, but it's hard enough just keeping up with Warframe. I don't want to tack another MMO on me for me to play. And with every expansion being like 100+ hours, and there being a dozen expansions or something, that feels more like a threat. There's a bunch of expansions for our game, and every single one of them has hundreds of hours of content. That scares me. I am afraid. I am afraid of your game. Is there even anything here? Ah, there is. I was gonna say, there's no such thing as an empty room in a Metroid game. Well, the other thing, Kendra, is I don't play many live games. Because I want to move on. I want to play other games. So, like, if I'm going to play a live service game, I'm probably only going to be playing one, at most two. I don't like lingering on a game for too long. Especially with an insane backlog like mine. If I got addicted to Final Fantasy XIV, it would take up so much of my free time. Which is already being spent playing other games in, like, the Yakuza series. It's not like I have a shortage of friends who wouldn't want to play Final Fantasy XIV with me. Because I know Thrice definitely would. Seika probably would. Does Kelto play Final Fantasy XIV? I don't remember. I think he does. No, yeah, I was watching him play it the other day. Yeah, he plays it. Okay, I know I have other friends who play the game. I'm just drawing a blank. So it's not like I don't know people who would want to play the game with me. It's just I don't know if I want to play the game. Alright, here we go. Alright, I'm not stepping on that just yet. You get to wait. No, I don't want to be raising my arm up, so I'm just going to sit here for a moment. I'm just going to chill. And then we'll beat the next boss, and that should give us the dark suit. Checking some things while I wait for this to heal. So chat, how are you guys doing? Are y'all having a good evening? Good week? You're having a good week? Spike, it's Wednesday. Pig. I'm not starting this boss fight until I'm at full health. So we get to sit here. This gets much better once we have the dark suit, which I think we get from this fight. Which, slows down the damage from Dark Aether's atmosphere. It doesn't stop it, it just slows it down. So we don't have to stop and heal as often. I can go longer stretches without having to heal. And then once we get the light suit, it negates the atmosphere's damage completely, so we don't even need to heal at all. But the healing bubbles still heal, so they're still useful. Alright, I want to see what's over in the side room first. And remember, Tiger Drop negates all damage. True. This is very true, hon. It's the wrong game, but it is true. I did not see that I was already in here. I think that's where the first key was. Alright, we get to wait just a few extra minutes because I'm an idiot. Well, Power Wash being what it is the whole reason I got it on Steam, on a PC, so I could play it on my Steam Deck. Because it is a really cozy game to just play as a handheld. I want to get the second one, but I haven't finished the first one first, so I'm not going to get the second one yet unless someone demands I play it with them. Then I'll get it. There's all the keys. It's a penis. Whoops. There we go. Well, what are you gonna do if I hit you with my shotgun blast of light? Got him. Dock suit. Dark suit acquired. The damaging effects of dark aether will do less damage to you. Creature package. And see, now the now it's only 1 HP per second. You know what, let me do the thing I came here to do first. Open up faster. Cool. Oh, that healed me. Sorry, I don't feel like it right now. I have a headache. Alright. There's a door we didn't go through here. I want to see what's through there before we leave. Oh, it's just a save point. Well, you know what? I'll take a save point. I seem to remember save points are pretty consistent between light and dark aether. So if there's a save point in one version of the room, there's usually going to be a save point in the other version. I can't remember any specific cases where that's not true. Alright, portal is through here. How about you fuck off and die? Oh, well, I guess I was wrong about that. There's a, save point in the Dark Aether version, but not the normal version. Alright. Go over to the temple real quick and see if there's anything I can do over there. I'd imagine no. There's a couple doors. Couple doors I would like to check out, you know. Well, I gotta be here anyways. Matter of fact, let's do what we came here for first. And we can check out these other rooms. There we go. We did the thingy. Cool. Can we go now? Moth. Umos, or Umos, my beloved. Is it Umos or Umos? Moth lady. She's a bit scrunkly, but I do like moth women. Oop. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, now we can check out those rooms. Power bomb door. There we go.
Recording to log.
I'm sorry, buddy. I was just standing on your corpse. Alright. I don't want to be here. Because we can leave. We can leave Aegon Wastes for now. We'll have to come back later. So the interesting thing about this game compared to the first game is that this game also has a collectible hunt in order to finish the game. Because in Prime 1, you had to get the artifacts in order to open up the artifact temple and fight Meta Ridley and get to the impact crater. In this game, you have to unlock or collect the Sky Temple keys in order to open up the Sky Temple where the Ing are holed up. But in Prime 1, if I remember correctly, you can get the first artifact, number 1, from the Artifact Temple, which you can access as soon as you have the Space Jump boots. But also, you can start the hunt a little early. Once you get to Magmar, and I think have like super missiles or something. Because it's at least like 1 or 2 artifacts you can get pretty early in Magmar. But in this game, you can't start the artifact hunt until much later. Damn it. Alright. Come on. I think I can get this now. I think. If I can get this now, I would very much like to. Ah, I see what I was doing wrong. Okay, I see. Alright. That is the wrong door. Go this way. We can go back to the Great Temple grounds and talk to the Moth Lady. Cool. Alright, so we just need to get over there. Oh, I think Harvest Bog is next. Oh joy. Chat, I got over my thalassophobia in Prime 1, but I don't think I did for Prime 2. So that is going to suck major booty hole. Portal. I'd like to just go to the temple, so. We can always check that out some other time. Great Temple. I thank you for restoring energy to the Temple of Agon. Your valor honors the Luminoth, those who have passed, and those who remain, here, under my protection as they sleep in deep stasis. Be on guard, for the Ing do not suffer defeat lightly. They will surely seek revenge for your actions. With the energy lost from the desert region, they will increase their efforts in other lands. I have detected unusual amounts of Ing activity in the Torvis sector. The enemy is on the move. Swamplands of Torvis are treacherous and can hinder you considerably. Bear this in mind as you move through the bog. Seek the Temple of Torvis. More knowledge awaits you there. May the light of Aether serve you well. Oh, Umas is male. I thought he was female. Whoops. This whole time, I thought that was a woman. Alright, Mothman, not Moth Lady. Yeah, it is a bombo. You can't fool me. I know it says Harmony class drone, but that is a bombo. Hmm. Alright. I'll probably get into Tarvis Bog and then end stream. Wherever the first save point is. So I can't imagine we're going to be able to get much done after that.
Recording to logbook.
Alright. Where does this go? I don't want to play in the water. One of the synth beats in the song that was playing for that part of the temple grounds reminded me of part of the synth for inside the Bionis on Xenoblade. It's that little dow dow, that sound. And I am a little disturbed. It's inside the Bionis is fucking creepy. It's also where most people's roadblock for the game is.
Recording.
You go into that area fairly early on in Xenoblade 1, and then you come back in a different part of it much, much later. And it's that second trip where there's a boss in there, which is a lot of people's roadblock in the original Wii version because she's really, really, really difficult. And in the later 3DS, well, in the Switch version, they made the fight significantly easier.
Recording. Recording.
This is my least favorite area in Prime 2, and I'll let you figure out why.
Recording.
Because most of the underwater bits in Prime 1 were relegated to a single part of Fendrana. No, you get a whole fucking underwater area here. And honestly, I think this is the perfect spot to stop because we just got to the area. And this is going to be the most tense area of the game for me. So, probably better to save this for next time. Besides, I'd only be going for another 15 minutes, and who knows when we're going to find another decent save room. Especially with all the fucking water we gotta get through. So that does mean tomorrow I'm going to apologize for how I'm behaving, because with thalassophobia, for me, it's a unique fear for each game that has it. It's not something I can just get over for every game, like as a blanket thing. I have to get over it for each game individually, and that the way I do that is to just play the game and push through it, because that's the only way I can get over it. Because I have to expose myself to it in order to deal with it and learn how to cope with it. I'm fine with it in Prime 1. I still hate it, but I'm able to get through it. I haven't played Prime 2 nearly as much as I played Prime 1, so I haven't had that constant and repeated exposure. So Torvus Bog is going to really suck tomorrow, and if I need to stretch it out until Friday. So it's actually going to be our first time since we've dealt with my thalassophobia on stream in quite some time, because I think... I actually don't remember what the last game I had to deal with it in was. It's been a while. Prime 1 doesn't have a giant underwater boss too, this one does. True. Prime 1 also doesn't have the dark water, which is almost impossible to see through without the dark visor. And that is where it really, really freaks me out, because I know I'm underwater and I can't see. And that just makes it even worse for me. Alright, we're gonna raid out. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's see here. I'm sitting at a weird angle, so let's find out who we are rating. I would like pizza, so I'm gonna get pizza when I'm done. Let's see, who's live? Who is live? We got options. We got a lot of options. I would raid Lily, but it looks like she's at the credits of Forbidden Solitaire, so she's probably ending. Give me 1 sec here. Yeah. Alright. Let's raid Kelta. He is playing Kingdom Hearts. Is he playing Kingdom Hearts as Shaggy? No, as Chris Deltarune. Okay. And Goofy has Susie's colors. Oh dear lord. Alright. We're gonna raid Kelta. Looks like he's streaming some modded Kingdom Hearts. I don't know what's going on. It says something about a rando, but we'll see. I will be back tomorrow and Friday with Prime 2. It's basically Prime 2 until Wednesday of next week, I think. And then we can start Prime 3. Damn, we're already coming up on halfway through the month. What the hell? Where's the time gone? Alright. So, if you want to hang on after the stream, I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit and other updates, I have a Blue Sky. And if you ever miss a stream, I have a VOD channel on YouTube. If you wanna join in on the raid message is Dapper Dragon Raid. You can use whatever emotes you want as long as you copy the raid message. That's all I care about. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.